Today I'm meeting with Derrick and his lovely wife Anna from California. You're from San Diego.
Yes.
Derrick, you're going to hear is a little out of breath because he literally just finished therapy and had a very exhausting week. First week?
Indeed. Yeah.
Second. Yeah.
Second? Is it your
Top of the
second
second,
week?
yes.
Oh my gosh, time flies.
Oh, it's
right?
fine.
So, how long have you had CRPS for?
10 years.
10 years. Wow. You were in a car accident where you were a passenger.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about your injury.
The injury was, so the orientation was that it went like this. We were flipping, and in that time, the seat in front of me came off of the frame of the car. And so my leg was inside of between the frame and this seat as we were rolling. And so that process really punctured and severed everything down there. And I had to do a self-rescue afterwards. I got myself out of the vehicle and I was bleeding arterially. I just applied pressure as I've been told, just kept that there until the bleeding stopped. And yeah, it's taken a lot of time to wrap my head around the event since then, but yeah, that was the event.
You have a lot of post-traumatic stress still associated with this horrific accident.
Definitely.
You guys were going about 70 miles an hour.
Yes.
So very traumatic. And then, and I'm going to assume you guys tried a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
We were offered a lot of things and turned down most of them, honestly. A lot of doctors told him they didn't know what was wrong. And then when we found out 3 years ago that it was CRPS, we were offered many, many treatments that he didn't want and he even took away.
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't see any actual quality of life offered in those answers. I also didn't want one technological. I was offered fuse boxes that could go like to the spine, and I had seen if you research them, I had seen that they're very hard to keep maintained, and that I didn't want my life function to be limited by the mean time before failure of the worst wire of a box. I saw many cases where there was radio silence if people needed help, and this was just isolated people on the internet, like myself, trying to understand symptomology. And so, between that and being offered lots of opiates, I personally, I won't take opiates, and I think we need to find other ways. And so I decided that I would live the best I could with everything I understood, and just continuing forward without those things was the best thing for me.
So I feel very honored that you chose our program.
Thank you.
Thank you. What made you decide to come to Arkansas?
Very honestly, I was fighting this, and I was fighting this secretly, and my functionality sank through the roof. I believed myself to be a man that could take all the pain in the world, but my mind left at some point. Anna's seen the truth of it. It presents to maybe my family and community very covertly, but near the end there, I had maybe 30 minutes of coherency in a day, and I thought that if I passed in this, that it would present as like a seizure, and people would think there was just nothing that they could have done.
I found your book on Amazon in March as he started really, it was progressing really quickly, and
I saw, I was at that time, I lost so much coherency that I couldn't do things like explore symptomologies myself, just Google them out. But we had gotten to the book, and I could, even just reading a couple chapter titles, I could tell in the language that this was the type of life I wanted for myself.
Where are you after 2 weeks of treatment?
After 2 weeks of treatment, I've challenged a lot of mindsets that I was holding up to this point. I believe that I can get to an absolute pain-free life, and I have seen, I live in the 10 out of 10, but I've seen, and it's felt like Disneyland 3s or 4s within the first 2 weeks here.
I love all my patients, but every now and then you just meet such a special human being, which you are, and so I would be so honored to be able to contribute to get you back to your family and friends and to Anna. You have such a beautiful love story. We're going to follow your story, and soon we'll post a video of you running.
Definitely.
I'm the most emotional one here, besides Kaylee behind the camera. Thank you for watching, guys. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you.